Yeah, DJ Clue, aka William M. Holla, with William H. Holla, the Holla family, nigga.
Rockefeller Records.
Come on. Dynasty, New JD, Beanie Siegel, stick to the script.
We live money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. Cop, flip, we re-up, get back to the shit. Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script.
DJ Clue.
Yo, they call me William H., the all-time great. I fuck the most hoes out of New York State. I rock my jewels, I'm not a fool. In the small of my back, I got this big ass tool. When I'm skating through the city and I stop and kick it, be the most asked question, how I got them digits. I say I stay on my grind, never stop for bitches. Never talk like a mom, I gotta watch you snitches. And I stick to the script, this is my advice, you live. Eat, nigga, let it stick to your ribs. I seen niggas go from handling birds to rambling words to the man. Seen a Sammy, the bull, emerge on the stand. And it was all good just a week ago. We lost Ty and E, but we still eating though. For like 100 weeks, nigga, we gon' run the streets till we reach Malik or the day the E's release. Pete over in a Jeep Rover, passing reefer over to this freak. Breathe, mommy, this is good weed, mommy. 3 homies under the belt, 3 extra clips. We aim, we shoot, yeah, shoot, aim, we stick to the script. Come on, money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. We cop, we flip, we re-up, get back on our shit. Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. You can bullshit with rap if you want, motherfuckers. Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. We cop, we flip, we re-up, get back on our shit. Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. You in the streets, nigga, make your moves. Y'all niggas truly ain't ready for this dynasty thing. Yeah, money over bitches, nigga. To the script. Yo, hey yo, they don't call me Mac for nothing. I don't give a whore jack, man. They all say that Mac be frontin'. But if you can't take a case, bitch, and take it to the chin, take the heat, beat your feet, bitch. Skate in the wind, don't snitch. We can blow dough, make it again. You can be my whole bitch. I can't make you my friend because friends depend on friends, not BC shit. I don't need you. Let welfare feed you. Macca, stick to the script and stick to the flip. I got a sick whip gang, water stick to the bricks. I got a sick flip game, order getting in shit. I got a strict flip cane, get it in shifts. Bitch, you can't get at me. Shit, I get at you. Only in the physical. I tell you like mystical. Shake that ass. Watch yourself. Yeah, show me what you working with, but watch yourself. Fuck a dirty bitch. Man, I roll with a sturdy clip. That'll murder shit. Empty clip, you never heard of spit. Slide a bitch what? Slide a bitch shit. Slide a bitch dick. Then I slide out a bitch shit. Ain't no time to stick around and play step pop shit. I'm trying to get it down and upset blocks. Low price, quick flip, 28K quick. Shit don't go right.
Hit that like button.
Spit. Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. We cop, we flip, we re-up, get back on our shit. Money over
What's going on, Vegas? What's good? Y'all hit that like button on the way in.
Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. We cop, we flip, we re-up, get
Yeah,
back
nigga
on our
out.
shit.
All that.
Money over bitches, nigga, stick to the script. Y'all get knocked, you turn bitch. We get knocked,
We never snitch. Shout out to all my 40 people in the chat that's not haters like the rest of these mother suckers out here. Listen to the same old bullshit that they always hear. You know what I'm saying? Same old lies about Octavius Prime and shit. Niggas calling me this, niggas calling me that, but my name is ringing, bitch. You know? So, you know, it's been a lot going on. And I wanted to come live and talk to y'all for about an hour or so. And let y'all hear it from my own platform. I haven't been live, and just want to talk to y'all, you know what I mean, and have a more intimate conversation about the things that have been developing. So I did know that people are trying to insinuate some kind of weirdo type of thing. Pizarro is obsessed with me now, and there's some kind of weirdo scenario supposedly with Kiki's daughter, you know what I mean? And I do have to admit, Kiki did leave some some confusion, you know what I mean, about that scenario. And, you know, my whole thing is, if niggas feel as if there's anything to it, I got the written consent from the young girl, and that's it. She's over 18, and me and her have never had any communication outside of ensuring that Kiki was getting off that live stream, and that's it. And to add to that, Kiki and 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭 already had their conversations about, you know, the consent thing, and she said yes. She even did a live saying, yes, I did know about Octavius striking the page. He told me. So after I talked to her daughter about, you know, saying she gave me the approval to take the shit, do the privacy complaint, and that's it. There's nothing more complex to it, but I understand them fat incel bitches over there. They have to resort to Octavius is on some kind of weirdo shit, like their failed fathers, their uncles, you know what I'm saying, their boyfriends, their sons and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them niggas. I actually love having a good reputation, and that's it. Unlike a lot of people, as you see, that, but at the same time, these raggedy hoes are supporting men that are openly putting 5-year-old children with eggplants on their mouths on their stream as of recent. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭, JDunn, they work with, and they tie themselves in with Canola News. You know what I'm saying? Who has been banned from the platform and will be banned again. Right? And so there's been so many developments in the so-called beef sector. Niggas are weirder than what I ever imagined. I used to wonder why a goofy ass, let's start with a low-level fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? In my book, that nigga Rick Reed, that low-level bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sir, I could do your fucking impression. You're like nobody or nothing. You're an old white man, balding at the top. You gotta hide behind like clothes from Marshalls and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're blind as fuck. You can't fucking see. You got Coca-Cola glasses, you goofy ass motherfucker. You not needed as fuck. You're goofy. You're stupid. You was over there putting up family members on your fucking live stream, and you was hoping that you was gonna get some traction. You doing some shocking beef sector shit. Well, YouTube said no, nigga. They said no, and they struck your page, and now you're starting all the fuck over, and you're starting already bad. Your ops probably already out there striking the fuck out your ass right fucking now. You know what I'm saying? Because you and Ken, y'all goofy motherfuckers do the most. Because y'all some country bunking, weirdo ass incel. Well, Ken is a down low. But you know what I'm saying? I know y'all told me. I asked Rick. I said, Rick, you know what I'm saying? Would you let Ken watch your kids? And I got the live stream. Of course, yeah, I would. I'll let him watch my kids. You know what I mean? I'll say, okay, cool. You know what I mean? And it just goes to show, like, you seeing this nigga sexualizing kids and all that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to cry for the children, but y'all see the madness. When niggas come out here like a goofy ass nigga like Rick Reed that feels like it came out, the goofy nigga was over there talking about he could cast spells and shit through magic and shit. And see, I have a friend that's a doctor, a medical doctor, retired medical doctor. Sometimes I go sit with him. He's an Italian guy. You know what I'm saying? Used to be a plastic surgeon, a heart surgeon. He used to deal with the blood, things like that too. You know what I'm saying? Taught at Georgetown University. And he told me, because I told her, I said, yeah, one girl I know said she do burn candles. She do all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? She be thinking she casts the spells and shit like that. He said, well, so Octavius, what you got to understand, that's classic schizophrenia. If you go into it, like, if you go into a medical facility and you said you see a little green man and you see a motherfucking fairies and shit, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna put your ass in the fucking psych ward. So those people are showing signs of psychotic behavior, and they're schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? By definition, just by seeing and witnessing and thinking that spirits are around them and things are there. You get what I'm saying? Like, they really be seeing ghosts and shit. in their mind. So it let me know I'm dealing with a crazy motherfucker. So since we do have access to AI, let's go ahead and ask AI some questions about it. You know what I mean? Because we got time. What's going on, Ness? What's going on, Miss Vegas? What's going on, Intrinsic Love up in here? Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Who else we got here? Brit, Miami or something like that. I don't know. Miami Ma. We'll just say that. Yeah, what's good, everybody? So let's talk to the AI. Hopefully my Copilot is working because sometimes it don't. We go here. So we're gonna go to Copilot and we're gonna ask Copilot about niggas like that do all this hoodoo voodoo shit. And you know what I mean? If it rub you the wrong way, oh well, nigga, this is science. You know what I'm saying? This is science. And I'm telling you what the white folks gonna do to your ass. You go downtown talking about you gonna cast a spell on a nigga. All right? Well, let me see. Dang. Get one of the damn AIs to work. Shit. How come they will admit you into a mental hospital for saying that you're casting spells and seeing ghosts? So we're gonna listen. I'm gonna prove that these motherfuckers are weird and they're fucking fucked up in the head by science, my nigga. So we're gonna listen to that and we'll get into all the bullshit later. But I want to prove a point to you niggas.
It's understandable why you might ask that question. The idea of being admitted to a hospital simply for expressing beliefs about spells or seeing ghosts can be concerning. Generally, expressing unusual beliefs or experiences isn't enough on its own to warrant involuntary hospitalization. Hospitals, especially psychiatric facilities, typically admit individuals based on specific criteria that indicate a need for mental health treatment and often involve safety concerns. These criteria usually include presence of a mental illness, a diagnosed condition that significantly affects a person's thinking, feeling, or behavior. Risk of harm to self or others. This is a primary concern. If someone's thoughts or behaviors suggest they are a danger to themselves, suicidal ideation, or others, homicidal ideation or threats, it could lead to hospitalization for safety. Inability to care for basic needs. If a person's mental state is so impaired that they cannot provide for their own food, shelter, or hygiene, this could also be a reason for intervention.
Well, that's a
While
lot of
saying you
niggas
are
don't
casting
take care of their
spells or
hygiene.
seeing ghosts might be considered unusual or outside the mainstream, it wouldn't automatically lead to hospitalization unless these beliefs were connected to one of the criteria above. For example, if someone believed they had to cast a spell to harm someone else, this could indicate a risk to others. If the belief in ghosts was accompanied by severe distress, paranoia, or a break from reality that impaired...
Did y'all hear that? It says if someone believes they have to cast a spell to harm someone else, this could indicate a risk to others. So what the nigga was over there saying, he over there finna cast spells. From what I heard, I don't listen to the nigga, but we hearing all this spell casting shit. But when these niggas talking about they finna cast spells to fuck a nigga up because the cash app ain't getting hit, or you know what I mean, motherfucker done did something to their page or whatever the fuck, that's a sign of hospitalization of a fuck nigga. All right. So what I told y'all is true and correct, right? Right. So it just goes to prove that these niggas crazy as fuck. And then I understand like somebody like Rick Reed that would be over there supporting the nigga that had a 5-year-old child and his mother on his community wall. And in his video, you know what I mean? It's understandable now that I understand a motherfucker dealing with levels of psychosis that can get a nigga like him locked up. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear a nigga like that just attacking Octavius Prime for no reason, you know what I mean? Because the nigga usually do it. So now I'm bullying that nigga when I want to. and it is what it is. But I just want to prove that to y'all. And another thing, so let's move on from that. You know what I'm saying? But fuck Rick Reed, fuck Ken. Ken struck as fuck. And the page will be coming down probably soon. You know what I'm saying? Because Ken don't belong on the platform. I have all the URLs from the former channel. We got the channel art from the former channel. And we're sending that shit to YouTube Legal, telling them, hey, they need to do something about it. And that shit will be gone soon. Okay? My word. Probably within a month or so. It'll be gone soon because he doesn't follow community guidelines. And what I want y'all to understand is that this man, this ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking beef sector. The nigga, and this ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking Kiki at this point. The nigga been contacting my family, sending foul ass shit to my family members. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, where's that like beefing? You sending shit to my motherfucking family. I'm not sending shit to yours. I don't care about your motherfucking gay ass brother. I don't care about the transgender nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's your twin brother that you really want to be. You know what I mean? I don't give no fucks about that. I don't give a fuck about that half a body broad, you know what I'm saying? That's helping you stalk, call police, do weird shit, dox a nigga, all that goofy ass shit that you niggas are doing. Because my mouth, it hurts you niggas at the end of the day. It fucking hurts you niggas. It hurts you niggas like Ken. It hurts you that you don't have the confidence to get on here bareface, nigga. Just God, what God gave you, bitch. Like teeth, ho. Like this is God. This ain't caps, JDunn. You know what I'm saying? This ain't caps, Rick Reed. You know what I'm saying? This is not a wig, motherfucker. This is Jesus Christ, God made right here. This is it right here. I'm 40 plus. I got all my shit. You know what I'm saying? So whether I may be poor in spirit, might well be poor as a poor man, at the same time, these teeth are what Jesus and God gave Octavius. You niggas can't say that, but you call me ugly. But I never had braces ever in my motherfucking life. The top and the bottom are there. You know what I'm saying? The hairline is there. You know what I'm saying? We doing all that. God has preserved me. And you niggas are jealous. And they call me, well, Octavius is fat. Octavius done lost 100 pounds since DC. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing a size 40. I was wearing like a size 52 2 years ago. So the walking and shit that niggas been talking about, hey, Octavius feeling good. So my energy level up. I don't need to even take no energy drinks no more. I'm popping. I'm feeling good. Y'all feel my heart beating. And when I come over here, I bring that energy and shit to keep y'all entertained. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's street sector, beef sector, make 6 scenarios and shit about Octavius is trying to contact the daughter and all this shit. Like, bitch, you sat there, you talked to Kiki, you asked people, why did you give him authorization and all that shit? And all of a sudden, hoes get the amnesia out of convenience. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, fuck your convenience. At the end of the day, bitch, you don't show yourself, you don't show your motherfucking face. And at the end of the day, you know, I could show the receipt. I'm not that desperate. You know what I mean? That she gave the approval. And that's it. It was a shameful day for Kiki. Kiki may not feel up to coming online to relive that, whatever happened that day, where y'all was over there exploiting her, asking her about all her life questions, or trying to put every man in her face and shit while she drunk. You know what I mean? And me and her wasn't even talking at the time. You know what I mean? But I despise the fact that you hoes sat over there and y'all tried to exploit her. Y'all had her up there asking about her case and shit, knowing people like BS was going to be right there. You know what I'm saying? Just in case she gets something going, they're going to send that shit off, you know what I'm saying, to the opposition or whatever Kiki's trying to make. She could be trying to get a bag or something. You know what I'm saying? So you hoes are trifling as fuck. And then Pizarro's not talking about the fact that she got $100 out of Kiki when she was sloppy drunk over there. And my thing is, it is totally Kiki's fault when she gets drunk and everything like that. But do you supposed to have those type of people on your platform? That's the question. I'll let y'all figure that out. But I tell you one thing, it was easily taken down in its entirety. Okay? That video was taken down in its entirety. It wasn't just the little girl. It was all kind of trifling ass shit. They went back after they did the privacy claim, and then they went back and gave her a community guideline strike. I said, well, damn, usually they just let you this privacy complaint. But on that same video, it says community guideline strike. Remember, I posted it like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, whenever I did it. Yeah, they were all jealous, China. They were all jealous. And I'm glad that you said that shit. You know what I'm saying? She got triggered when she saw that video. I told her, I said, what you doing over there is not cute. You know what I'm saying? What she doing over there wasn't cute. What she was doing over there, it wasn't cute. And how it all came up, because we was talking about the flag wars when I was over there on Rodney's and shit like that. Ken brought his ass up and he had a whole obsession with Kiki and with my relationship and that girl over there. And are you talking with her daughter and all that kind of shit? And listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't appreciate when Kiki got it the first time. I did. I called her on the phone and I let her know. I said, I don't appreciate how you got up there and said, well, y'all both y'all need to stop talking about my daughter. Like, nigga, I've been protecting your daughter on this motherfucker. Okay? It ain't me throwing her on under the motherfucking bus. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna stand no shit and you gonna line me with a motherfucking nigga that's been posting your kid and bathing suit, sexualizing your child for the last 2 motherfucking years. So I gotta preserve me and my reputation. I don't give no fucks. You know what I'm saying? About anybody else's at this point. You know what I mean? She came back up there and she straightened it out like, no, we never had an inappropriate conversation. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all you niggas need to know. There's nothing else to it. But like I know, you niggas have dealt with child molestation. A lot of people have dealt with child molestation in their family. You know what I mean? And they haven't sought therapy for it. So they think that everybody, like a lot of gay niggas think every nigga want to be gay. Every nigga got a secret gay fetish or gay fantasy. It ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got the same background. You know what I mean? I remember being a little boy. I said, I want to be a pretty girl. I was downtown working with my father at like 12 during the summer in construction. And I saw the beautiful office women walking by, you know what I'm saying, looking like Claire Huxtable and shit. And I said, I want me a pretty wife like that one day. I want me a pretty woman, businesswoman, college educated woman. You know what I mean? And I got older and God gave me that. You know what I'm saying? A few relationships like that. You know what I mean? So I've been wanting that my whole life. You know what I mean? And God gave me that. You know what I'm saying? So, and as far as reputation, I'm not going to put myself in any situation where I don't have receipts to cover myself in any situation. And hey, you know what I'm saying? If somebody would say, well, I never said whatever, that don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? Like that scenario won't happen. You know what I mean? But I was up there rocking out, doing my thing. A lot of niggas was in the chat. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear about the copyright shit. But yeah, Ken got struck. And I was just talking about the new age of the sector. Right now, you see where the beef sector is being infected with what the street sector went through last year with the copyright wars. We had the copyright wars over the street sector. And it got nasty. I even had to file court filings and things like that, maybe even a restraining order and everything like that. It got really nasty. So these type of things, they're going to happen. And the beef sector right now is just catching up. And the thing is, I wasn't the one. Hold on, y'all. I was not the one that brought striking to the sector on copyright. When Ken was over there in the street sector talking shit, that's when he lost his channel. Sonny lost her channel in the street sector. A few niggas lost their channel in the street sector, and I was totally behind it. I have taken about 10 pages on here because niggas have taken my content, my face. I'm the nigga that came up, ugly as fuck, fat as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Showing aspects of my life. You know what I mean? And niggas will take me and repost me all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? And I don't play that shit. And I worked with Sunny at one point. We took those channels under her auspices and her behalf. Sometimes they had my videos, her videos, Kiki videos, and that was it. So as far as Ken saying a tag along, like Ken was a tag along with Sunny. He still is a tag along with Sunny. The nigga, when I was dealing with Sunny, Sunny would call me and say he want his page back. I know y'all not gonna give the page back or whatever, Octavius, but I'm just asking because Ken asking. And what they had to do, they had to force me on a three-way. She would force me sometimes to be on a three-way with Ken. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to the nigga. And then when he thought that we were cool, the nigga would be calling me, or call me, hit me up, bro. He sent me his personal phone number, all kinds of shit. I'm like, nigga, we're not cool. We not beefing. We ain't cool. You the same nigga you did what you did. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what that was. Like, so as far as me being whatever, like, oh, I'm sending him information, they were harassing me and Sunny. Ken never fucking mattered in no fucking street sector. They were fucking with Sunny and they were fucking with me. They was posting our shit over there. Later on, they posted like 2 photos of Ken. They posted the photo of Ken getting bent over and getting hit from the back on one of the troll pages. And one of the troll pages, I think they posted it raw. They covered up the man's peen going in his butt. They just covered up the peen. There's a whole photo of Ken out there that's floating where he's getting popped. It's his photo from what we can see. So the street sector saw it. They called the nigga 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭, the pedo, and everybody dragged him over there for being a pedo. They didn't put up with that weird ass shit. I didn't put up with the weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I kept my distance from the nigga. I tried to work with Sunny. Sunny was in love with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? She get drunk. She was jealous of Kiki because he done told her all these fantasies and shit about Kiki and things like that. You know what I mean? About like how they used to be cool in the beef sector and they used to drag together and all this long history and shit. And, you know, I guess she sucked it up and believed the con game that the nigga was running. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a nigga talking about I was a big gangster in the streets and shit like that. And the truth is, I've always, like, since I've been active over in this space in the beef sector area, I've had more of an impact on the sector than he has ever fucking had. Although he is original beef, he's beef sector since what y'all say. But why is he beef sector? He always put my name in the title. Lately, he been putting my name in the title every time he go live on like a religion. You feel me? That's what he been doing with me. And so I just want to explain that to y'all about the Ken situation, the Kiki situation. You know, it's just a whole bag of confusion. The shit just toxic as fuck. The nigga has been stalking us for 2 years now. And when y'all hear the nigga say, we beefing, Ken beef by himself. The nigga's mentally ill. The nigga's fucked up in the head. I dragged the nigga for filth over there on Rodney's. He got down when I started talking about his health and his motherfucking brother. Okay? He fled. Okay? He got his motherfucking ass down. So, how many times I'm gonna drag the same nigga? I mean, my thing is, for all you niggas that want to pop Kiki, be with Kiki, reach out to her. Hit up on Instagram. See if you can get in there. As far as I know, nobody has. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody been with her besides me. I mean, damn. Like, is there no other women on the internet besides Kiki? Like, you niggas are weird. You know what I'm saying? As far as that go. But yeah, let's talk about the flagging, the copyright, and things that's going on. So like, you got people like JDunn out there doing that weird shit. So one of the things about, and I'm gonna talk to the AI, and I want to educate y'all about a few things. So there's been a big misconception. Can y'all hit the likes up? Hit the likes. You know what I'm saying? There's been a big misconception about the authorized representative situation. And the authorized representative situation, the thing is, people make up all kinds of scenarios because they have no content. But yes, you can authorize someone on public record, which is YouTube, is public record like a newspaper, and say, I declare this person my authorized representative. There are witnesses for an affidavit to be signed. There got to be 2 or more witnesses. They got to be done in the public, so there's a record of it. So YouTube fulfills all of those requirements for it. So when I said you authorized me to strike for you, I did that for Lemon. That's the only thing I've done, and I tried to retrieve the video for him. You know what I'm saying? That's the only 2 things I've done. Outside of that, I'm not on payroll or standby for Lemon. You know what I'm saying? At all. You feel me? So when it comes to that, that's a thing. And then when it comes down to, when we start talking about false copyright, so there's penalties for that. And I'm going to actually have the AI talk about why there's penalties for that. Like I said, that is perjury. It is fraud. If someone do a thing on me, the first thing I'm going to do is call my attorney general, and you know what I'm saying, we'll get that video rectified, and we'll see if we can get that person locked up and go to jail. You know what I mean? And the thing is, we're in an era where content creators got to be gangster. You can't be a pussy no more. You feel me? You can't be weak no more. You got to be willing to lock a nigga up for violating you. You know what I mean? Or come what may when a nigga violates you in these days and times. If not, you won't have a channel. If you're not being out here, like, there's 2 things they say in prison. There's warriors and victims. You got to choose which one you want to be. If you want to be a victim, you want to be a whole Vic out here, that's fine. But you're going to be the nigga getting popped. You're going to be the nigga washing nigga straws in jail. You're going to be the nigga being a punching bag. Niggas going to be eating your goddamn cookies. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. They're going to be eating your sweets. They're going to be taking your money, your commissary, all that is going to be up for grabs. But the warriors, niggas that's known in the prison for putting in work, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't too much mess with them. Right? So you got to be a cold nigga. It's just the environment. If the nigga say it's the beef sector, then niggas got to beef on different levels. Niggas got to beef on the intellectual levels, because it's going to be, the thing could be what smart motherfuckers are going to rise to the top, and the dumb motherfuckers, whether you talented or not, you're going to get your channel snatched if you ain't getting game about yourself, about figuring out how this algorithm works, or how this YouTube policies work, or how to protect your thing, or to being able to reach out to authorities to protect your intellectual property. Because niggas got mental illness out here, and niggas are weird as fuck. So you want to play games and be weak, that's on you. The game has changed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the 90s no more. Niggas don't stand on the corner all day selling drugs. You know what I mean? Niggas sell drugs different ways now. They don't sell drugs like they did in the 90s. All right? The 90s is never coming back. The early 2000s ain't never coming back. They ain't no motherfucking back in the day. The back in the day shit is over. We living in the now. You know what I mean? Fuck a nigga, like, fuck the old, like, if the OGs don't fuck with our taste, fuck them, because right now, them niggas ain't doing shit now. A lot of niggas can't even get 100 motherfuckers in the chat. So why I'm gonna regard a nigga that ain't doing shit with the same tired ass motherfucking Reed? Nigga ain't got no imagination, but he been here before Moses. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the thing is, I'm in my 40s. I understand that, nigga, I can't go back. All right, we should be back. We're using the OBS, so sometimes it does that. I use Wi-Fi. Sorry about the inconvenience. But the back in the day shit is over. You know what I mean? For the old niggas, everybody got to adapt. Niggas got to learn how to use AI. AI is out here. You're going to have to use AI. You're going to have to get with the times, or you will be left behind. And in a few weeks, after this whole bullshit is over, I'm going to go back to the greater internet, just do content like I've been doing. And I'm going to be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to come and tell y'all that. my internet jacked up. Hold up. What the fuck going on? All right, so let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna drop the link. Hopefully we can get through this because my shit acting fool right now. All right, I'll drop the link. If anybody want to hit the link, let me know. If anybody want to hit the link, let me know. But yeah, so right now, it's a turning point for everybody that's content creators that doing that striking shit in the Mode 3 sector, all over the place. We started that in the street sector last year. We wasn't doing fake copyright claims. Well, somebody did one on me and on Sunny, but for the most part, most people are not that stupid enough to do that. But we living in a more vicious environment, y'all, and you know what I'm saying, the game has changed and it's just what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the game has changed and that's just what it is. So I got the link drop. If anybody want to come up and talk to me if y'all got questions. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. You know what I mean? We don't have to be here all day. You know. But when it comes down to I mean, y'all see me on the panels and y'all see me all over the place. But for those that don't know, I struck someone over in the beef sector and they're making a whole bullshit about it. And just we speak for myself when it comes to JDunn and 𝓷𝓷𝓵𝓲𝓭. What they have done, they have made themselves the victims and saying that they wasn't gonna strike Lemon when that same day, less than 24 hours, JDunn was over there trying to porn bomb the man's channel. You know what I'm saying? Which anybody could have did a sexual strike on the channel and the whole channel would have been removed. And then it came out, JDunn was talking to Mika, the girl Mika, and Mika revealed that JDunn wanted the channel art for his channel, for Lemon's channel, for the competition in order to strike it in the middle of the live stream. You feel what I'm saying? So this shit was all premeditated. So my actions were divine in stopping JDunn the first time and even strike her the second time. You know what I mean? Although the video did get struck eventually by JDunn under false pretenses. You know what I mean? What I did was right. And I mean, if people got a problem with it, they're just going to have a problem with it. You feel me? Hold on, let me check something. Yeah, people going to have a problem with it. They can have a problem with it. I really don't care. I really don't give no care or fucks about what individuals on this app have to say. I've been lied on. I've been slandered. I've been betrayed. I've been stabbed in the face. I've been stabbed in the back. You know what I mean? I had to come on live a few times with daggers in my motherfucking back and keep a face a few times and shit. You know what I'm saying? And them days are done. You feel me? So right now y'all getting the unedited raw version of Octavius that I always been. And we're gonna keep that same energy. And the thing is, I want people to be inspired to do the same thing like myself, as far as, you know, standing on business. Don't let other content creators to suppress your thought. Tell the truth. Y'all know what JDunn did to Lemon was wrong. You feel me? Whether I like the man or not, whether he paid me or not, what's going on, Seven? Whether he paid me or not, it was wrong what they did to him. 𝓷𝓷𝓵𝓲𝓭 and JDunn are pieces of shit for what they did to the man. You know what I'm saying? The shit was planned out. It was premeditated. And now they're trying to use 𝓷𝓷𝓵𝓲's old footage. If anybody has it present, JDunn has license to strike your ass right now. When it could have been a year ago, you could have got the permission, paid her a cash app. But if JDunn don't like it, she ain't giving no fuck. She gonna strike your ass even though you paid to use the content. You know what I'm saying? But I want everybody not to be in much fear as you think. There's not that much fear that should be going around. Community guideline strikes is really that fucked up shit that you really don't want. Copyright strikes, sometimes people get 20 strikes. People that do review channels, they get 20 strikes sometimes. All they do is challenge it, you know what I'm saying, with a counterclaim, and then pretty much you'll get your shit back. Pretty much you'll pretty much get your shit back 95% of the time. There are people that will sue you. You know what I'm saying? So you do have to be caught. What's going on, Dragons? You have to be cognizant of that. But don't be so scared about the copyrights. But what they're doing is they're waiting on y'all to go live. They're looking for the people that they think is pussy, that won't pick up the phone, won't call the attorney general's office and report them motherfuckers. Because there's a digital footprint that can be traced back through YouTube and say, hey, I've been a victim of fraud. Okay? Because I'm going to be honest, if it was me and I was Lemon, I would be like, nigga, I'd be on the phone. I'm like, I'm about to call either your parole officer or I'm finna call the attorney general's office, and I'm live with the phone in my hand. If you do not release the copyright strike on my channel, I'm making this phone call. You got 10 minutes. If they don't do that shit, I'm making a phone call live. Y'all will be hearing the shit, and the motherfucker will be going to jail or we get hit with some shit, on some perjury shit, on some fraud shit, under federal law, where they could do the maximum of 5 years. And what JDunn did was actually malicious intent behind it. It's premeditated. So like when it comes down to it being premeditated, there's not many mitigating factors there for her and her criminal activity to say that she did it because she was mad, she was driven, she wanted revenge, she wasn't in her right mind. No, you took the time to porn bomb. You came back less than 24 hours later, and you did a copyright strike on his did a false copyright strike to damage the man's channel on the auspices of fraud under federal law. So if you did that, you know what I'm saying? So if it was me, that copyright will be most likely reversed by that. So y'all gonna have to learn how to handle demons. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to bully some demons moving forward. Because if you're pussy, you won't have a platform. Y'all say it's beef sector. Well, right now, JDunn has turned it up. You know what I'm saying? Through her acts of fraud. You know what I mean? And y'all niggas gonna have to become more vicious. I'm sorry. You just, you know what I mean? Or you're gonna have to find somebody that got the balls to do it for you. Because if you don't, then it's going to be the death of you. You know what I'm saying? It's good riddance. Yeah, y'all hit the membership link. And like we had Noble over there. Noble said some foul shit a few years ago. And every time I've been on panels and shit, I've been seeing Noble like make slick ass comments. You know what I mean? I ain't had no problem with the brother, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I did have contempt for the nigga. You know what I mean? I know what the nigga did. You know what I mean? I talked about it over there on Rodney's and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's that when I was over there on Rodney's, I said, why did you go over there to Kiki to apologize for what you said about that woman's child? You said because so. Because he said exactly what I told y'all he said. He was over there sexualizing a child that was underage. And we told the nigga the child was underage. Fuck these niggas. Nigga around here, your girlfriend's talking about you have fingers in your asshole. Fingers in your asshole. You pray to all kind of voodoo gods and weird ass shit. You do mushrooms and shit. It ain't too far-fetched that you get your fucking booty played with, nigga. You know what I'm saying? While at the same time trying to be a man. I mean, fuck, man, my thing is fuck these niggas these days, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that goofy shit they try to put on there about the false flag with Rick Reed. Like, fuck that goofy ass, light-skinned motherfucking half nigga. You know what I'm saying? The nigga's a bald white man that can't see, talking shit about pulling up fighting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Flabby, like, I ain't even flabby no more. But flabby as fuck all up under them goddamn shirts, soft and shit. The nigga's a whole bottom. The nigga's a wife to a whole motherfucking nigga and talk all kinds of motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? And talk like a goddamn Sesame Street character. And that's why them goofy ass niggas like him and Ken gotta dox motherfuckers. Cause they can't do shit else. They better start calling fucking family members of doing whatever kind of shock and woe fucking factors and shit. Cause their mouth game really ain't about shit. You know what I mean? Niggas are gonna say, you're goofy, you're a beef sector, you wanna go here clout chase motherfuckers, and I've been here, you know what I'm saying, since Kaya and T.S. Madison and all that goofy shit, nigga. No one gives a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? YouTube said no, they snatched your fucking page because you did the most. You posted that people, you posted people's family members over there, pictures all in the fucking video for other sick ass, yag ass, pedo niggas, you know what I'm saying, that be in your chat like Ken, you know what I'm saying, to view people's families and sexualize underage children over there in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna call it what the fuck it is. I don't give no fucks about you, Rick Reed. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you are a goofy. You know what I mean? You wasn't no gangster ass nigga. You got a nigga probably took your goofy light skinned ass. You hung around black niggas. You want to be you want to be around the tough niggas. And it was one of the niggas a little weird, wanted to get some light skinned boo. He couldn't get a light skinned bitch. So what he did was he made do with you, nigga. He made you put on a wig, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. He made you put on a pink thong and shit because you half breed, you light skinned and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he made you play his motherfucking Holly Berry from time to time, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the facts of your motherfucking life. That's it. That's the facts of your life, nigga. And you mad at every fucking body. You mad at God. Nigga, you right here done turned on God and shit, trying to do spells and shit because you done lost your fucking page, you weird ass or sick ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I invite you to do whatever you want to do with me because I know you niggas been practicing the whole fucking time. But bitch, I'm free. You know what I mean? I'm free. I'm free from all that bullshit. I don't get no fucks about it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You know what I mean? And the bitches over there co-signing. They struck Rick Reed channel. They struck Rick Reed. Next struck Rick Reed channel. And then we the cult members around this motherfucker that support her. And this nigga ain't got no motherfucking proof, but you hoes run around here. Well, Ness got struck by Rick Reed, and I'm just gonna believe it because Rick Reed said it. You know what I'm saying? And then we goofy. I'm a goofy. I'm a lame ass nigga. So I'm gonna let a yag ass nigga that's a wife to a whole man. You know what I'm saying? They get popped up his motherfucking backside. They can't see, got a bottle glasses and shit. You know what I'm saying? He can dress it up however he want to dress it up, but bitch, you're bald, fuck nigga. You got on a baseball cap, bitch. You can never get on here and flex what God gave you. You're mad, bitch. You went to Satan, nigga. You had to go to Satan because you can't grow hair, nigga. You're mad. You know what I'm saying? You're a light-skinned yag that don't have long flowing hair. You're supposed to be a mixed breed nigga with long flowing Fabio motherfucking hair, nigga. You ain't even got that shit. You feel me? So he mad at me. He mad at God. You know what I'm saying? I don't give no fucks about what Kiki did 3 years ago. Who the fuck she talked to? None of you niggas put your PP in nothing. You know, none of you hoes licked on nothing. So what does it matter? It was all, you know what I mean? Shit, I don't talk to motherfuckers only. I used to have phone sex with Cat. Like, is that a flex for me? Is that supposed to be a flex for me? Like, it's like I had sex with her or something like that? Hold on, y'all. But at least with Cat, nigga, Cat had an English accent, and the shit sounded good. It was some different shit. So I indulged. You know what I'm saying? I indulged a few years ago. You know what I mean? But it ain't Octavius out here flexing. She had to come out here and put that shit out here. But I ain't flexing like, oh, I used to talk on the phone with this person. Or a person used to call me or whatever. And 99% of the time, these niggas want to get no action over the phone. They want phone fucking. They want doing nothing. You know what I mean? These niggas are beta males. They're weak as fuck. They don't get no play from no fucking women at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why most of these niggas are forced into being gay. You know what I mean? They want to be straight men. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have the charisma. They ain't got it like the dusty ass, broke ass Octavius that lived with his mama. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm around women, they open their legs, nigga. They open their legs. You know what I'm saying? So you niggas having struggle buddy sex and shit. That's how you niggas, a lot of you goofy niggas got introduced into the lifestyle through struggle buddy sex because you just didn't have it. You was forced into liking getting your rear end plowed in by your homeboy because outside of that, you wouldn't got no intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Right, I got this T-Mobile Wi-Fi, so it's acting a fool. It's acting a fool. Hold on, because I do have. Hold on, I do have a backup. Let me see if I can go ahead and tether this shit. How long we been live? Anybody do want to hit the link? Now's the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it out. Cause I don't plan on being here that long unless somebody do want to hit the link. The link should be. Let me go ahead and pin the link. So the link is there. If anybody want to hit the link, now's the time. You will be streamed before you get on here. It's hard to people on me. So if you want to hit the link, now's the time. Talk to me. You know, everybody been having a lot to say. And I'm here. I'm having a little trouble with the Wi-Fi tonight, so that's why it may be freezing. So my apologies on that. Y'all make sure y'all run the likes up. But on the replay, you will be able to hear everything because the computer records everything and it will be uploaded. Yeah, them niggas having struggle buddy sex and shit. You know what I mean? That's how goofy ass Rick Reed got into it. The girls wasn't fucking with that nigga. Same thing with Ken. Ken a whole beard around here. Ken is over there having phone sex with Sonny Boy every fucking day. He always talking about my relationship. When you gonna meet your half a body a bride, nigga? When you gonna go down there and meet maggot leg? You know what I mean? When you gonna go down there and eat the maggots from the back, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And that's his reality. That's his boo. That nigga got a wife that, from what Sonny said, the nigga got a wife that don't have sex with him, don't respect him. Ken is a living deadbeat husband that sits on the internet all day, worried about Octavius and motherfucking Kiki and our family members on Facebook and shit. You know? So the nigga's a total weirdo. His wife has been recognized that shit. So he had to find a half a woman, you know what I'm saying, to deal with his ass because he ain't shit for being a man. He got a whole family that's supposed to depend on him. He lay on his ass in the beach sector and gay niggas. But he want to give manhood lessons to Octavius. Let me see something. How's the stream, y'all? Let me know. Is the stream good? I know I may be behind. Let me know if the stream is good. If not, I'll just go ahead and end it. Because I know I may be stuttering on y'all end. But let's get into. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the AI, and we're gonna go into why what JDunn did could get her some time in jail. Filling out a false copyright claim on a platform like YouTube or Facebook with malicious intent. What could be the penalty? All right, here it is, y'all. Oh, let me ask it. What kind of criminal charges could you get for doing so? Oh, it's also mail fraud on a Title 18 USC 1341. Wire fraud. So I'll let y'all hear. It's gotta wait. Shit. Why is it taking so much time?
Building out a false copyright claim with malicious intent can potentially lead to criminal charges, particularly under federal law in the United States. Here's a breakdown of the possibilities. Federal criminal copyright infringement, 17 U.S.C. Section 506A, and 18 U.S.C. Section 2319. While copyright infringement is often a civil matter, it can become a criminal offense when certain conditions are met, especially when done willfully and for financial gain. Although these laws primarily target copyright infringement, the act of knowingly making a false claim with malicious intent could be argued as a form of fraud or misrepresentation connected to copyright. To secure a criminal conviction for copyright infringement, the prosecution generally needs to prove 1. A valid copyright existed. 2. The defendant infringed upon that copyright, used, copied, or distributed the material without permission. 3. The infringement was willful, intentional. 4. The infringement was for commercial advantage or private financial gain. While a false claim isn't the same as infringement, the element of willfulness and potentially for commercial advantage or private financial gain could be relevant if the false claim was made to gain a financial advantage, for example, to harm a competitor's revenue stream, disrupt someone's business, maliciously targeting a content creator's income. Specific criminal offenses that might apply: perjury, 18 U.S.C. Section 1621, when filing a DMCA takedown notice, common on platforms like YouTube and Facebook, the claimant must state under penalty of perjury that the information is accurate and that they have a good faith belief of infringement. Knowingly making a false statement in such a notice could be prosecuted as perjury, which carries potential fines and imprisonment. False representation in a copyright application or statement.
Out there, once you get a fraud charge, you can never hold a position of trust. You can never be a secretary. You can never be a secretary. You can never be a computer analyst. You can never, basically, you can't work in the office. You know what I'm saying? So, I've ran into women that said they got into stripping and escorting and everything like that because they're petite women. They don't have a rugged body to go work construction, where places like those type of employers wouldn't give a fuck about you being convicted of fraud. So a lot of women that end up, they're ruined, you know what I mean, just by stealing from stores, stuff like that. Any kind of theft where you can't hold a position of fiduciary trust, you are marked a lot of times for life, and you have to work very hard to get that off if you ever do. So JDunn talking about, well, I went to so-and-so university and I got me a degree and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, what if you go to jail for this shit? You get sued. The government gonna look at what you got. They're gonna put some damages on your ass and make sure that your shit get ate the fuck up. If not everything you own is taken. You know what I mean? So Why do this type of goofy shit? And I can guarantee you, people are going to do this, and there are going to be people out there that are going to call the authorities and report people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see Lemon being that vicious towards JDunn. But I would just instruct her like that. It's not the path that you want to go. Don't be used by, because the thing is, JDunn, you kind of got a thing where you want to be accepted by women. You know what I'm saying? And 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭 sees that. You know what I mean? You go from panel to panel, from female to female. You know, they got a platform looking for sisterhood and acceptance at minimum, and they weaponize you. They use you up for your money, your intelligence, or whatever it is, and they kick you to the curb. And once you go to jail, them same motherfucking hoes that's talking that woman empowerment shit, they ain't gonna give no fucks about you. They ain't gonna be like Rod Rack 2.0 where we sending shit to the they sending stuff through commissary for you or whatever. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in that cell alone. Okay? Them niggas gonna laugh at you, they're gonna pick at you, they're gonna make more mockery of you, and they're gonna say, I never told that stupid ass bitch to do whatever. So JDunn can blah 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 blah. They're gonna give a speech about black women and the white man and all that shit, and men in general ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? While you in jail. And niggas like Lemon ain't shit, or whoever done call the police on you ain't shit. That person gonna probably leave the internet, live their happy life outside of being a content creator, or they probably just stay on here and wouldn't give a fuck. But you're playing with something that can really mess your life up, and they're championing you to do fuck shit while they're sitting back there while you got a motherfucker that's cheering you on, blowing your head up, blowing smoke up your ass. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, what they're going to do to you, you're expendable. You know what I'm saying? You're expendable. So once you're like expended and you get in trouble, they're going to avoid you like you got the plague. They're going to avoid you like you got the Ebola virus. Okay? You know what I'm saying? They're going to avoid you like you got covered in doo-doo. All right? And you're going to be on your own. Because you're dealing with a person that's a troll that say they don't block, they all kind of email. Like, if you live in Georgia, they're going to send you somewhere like New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And it's for a few months. So you can't talk to your family locally or whatever the fuck. They ship you like the times if you from Georgia. They Nevada or some shit. So you're going to be shit if you get caught up with the shit. So I'll just suggest people just do what's right. Don't do no false claims on people. If people playing your shit, then yeah, strike them. You know what I'm saying? You have every right to do so. It's your content. But that false shit, people fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? Playing on your low self-esteem. You talked about how you was picked at as a child. You know what I mean? That's some traumatic shit. So that you always wanted to be fit in with the girls. You know what I mean? You're odd looking, you know what I mean? And there ain't no shade or nothing like that. God made people how they made them and shit. But at the end of the day, you gotta have the self-confidence not to be somebody's goofy and entertainment. Cause them hoes don't be fucking with you when they don't fuck with you. They totally put you out on the motherfucking pasture and you be out there alone sometimes and just to yourself or whatever. So it just go to show, like you were saying about Kiki needs friends. I think you're in a worse boat because Kiki ain't never get out here and do criminal shit to be down like Brandy. All right. So you're doing the whole motherfucking most. And what I read to y'all, this is all real. This is something that you can research through Google, through ChatGPT, and you can look at on your own. And somebody is going to be stupid enough to keep doing bull. They're going to want the vast and the glory of doing false copyright claims, taking niggas' channels, fucking with niggas' channels. And these people can just pick up the phone and your life's fucked up. All right? The same niggas that you Kiki and ha-ha with in these sectors and shit. You know how much betrayal, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get close as fuck to niggas on here. And a nigga will betray you, or a bitch will betray you in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas betray you. Niggas are backstabbers. Niggas are evil. You know what I'm saying? On this motherfucker. So if you want to play that kind of crackhead game and be entertained before a bunch of goofy bitches, then have at it. But when the white folks could drop down and come knocking on your door and say they want you to talk to you downtown, you're gonna be looking stupid. 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲, the troll, ain't gonna do shit for you. She gonna go live and talk about oppression of the black men, the black women, and all that kind of shit. And niggas gonna be running scams. They gonna take up a pot for JDunn, you know what I mean, or whatever other goofy out there that want to be on a dummy mission. And then you're gonna be forgotten. You're gonna do months in jail. You'll come back. Oh, y'all ain't do nothing for me and all that shit. No one told your stupid ass to do so and so, bitch. You know, you a stupid bitch. You's a dumb bitch and all that type of shit. That's what niggas do. So if you want to be a goofy and an enforcer for a motherfucking ghost, and you want to say that you're intelligent, you smart as fuck, I can't see it. I could call audio up. I got audio first or last name. I could call Lemon up and get his first or last name if I'm representing him. You know what I'm saying? But just because you think you're part of a tribe that really don't accept you, they tolerate you because you're going against the opposition. They're jealous of the money that Ness and Lemon generate and shit like that. You know what I mean? The fucking ticker be going off. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, y'all hit a nigga Cash App if y'all got it. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't did shit for a nigga. But at the end of the day, be doofus and goofy if you want. I'm from the streets. I've seen a million niggas do that type of shit. And that same little goofy nigga like 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲 gonna be laughing and Kiki at your ass, looking for the next mark that she can bring up and incentivize to do some goofy shit just like you did. Looking for the same weak tendencies, the same need for validation, the same need to be a part of a sisterhood that really don't fucking exist online. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be looking goofy. You're gonna be fucked up in the game. You feel me? So I'm giving the ops a warning. And like I said, if you do it to me, you know what I mean? Like this video might get like 1,200 views by tomorrow, maybe 13, 1,500. But my little ass channel, I play music. I ain't even get paid for it. But at the end of the day, I cuss too much. So I play music on it. So at the end of the day, but if you strike my page on the false pretenses, I know your name. I know you on that type of time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you're doing goofy snitch ass shit to me. I'm going to do goofy snitch ass shit to you. And we're going to get you locked the fuck up. I'm not going to play by mine. You know what I mean? So if I was JDunn, I would be like, Lemon, I was bullshitting you, bro. Here go the copyright back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a problem with it. No, I ain't got a problem with it. All right, cool, bro. I'm gonna release that shit right now, or whatever. That way, I absolve myself of any kind of criminal liability. He say he cool with it. He cool. He good, or whatever the fuck, and I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Or that strike could be just absolved on its own out of the blue. I might not even say nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want that kind of smoke. I don't need a nigga having that kind of power to put me in jail. You feel what I'm saying? And there's too many niggas out here that got that kind of mindset where they will do the most on the app to the point they will be locked the fuck up for clout. And you ain't even making that kind of money. You ain't even making no money on the app like that. So let's look at the jail time. Give me the estimation of jail time for someone filling out a false copyright claim, committing acts of perjury, and After that, we get out of here. If nobody want to hit the link, then we just go get up out of here. We're going to listen to this. It may take like 3 minutes. So if you want to hit the link, do so now. And y'all going to be surprised.
Estimating jail time for filing a false copyright claim that also involves perjury and fraud is complex and highly dependent on several factors, including federal versus state charges. Criminal copyright issues, perjury, and fraud can be charged at either the federal or state level, each with its own sentencing guidelines and potential penalties. Federal charges often carry more severe penalties. Specific statutes violated. The exact criminal statutes under which someone is charged will dictate the potential jail time. Intent. Proving malicious intent is crucial for both perjury and fraud charges. Materiality of the false claim and perjury. For perjury, the false statement must typically be material to the proceeding. The impact of the false copyright claim can also influence the severity of fraud charges. Financial harm or gain. If the false claim was intended to cause significant financial harm to the victim or result in substantial financial gain for the perpetrator, the penalties for fraud will likely be harsher. Prior criminal record. A history of similar offenses will likely lead to a more severe sentence. Sentencing guidelines. Federal and state sentencing guidelines provide a framework for judges, but they have some discretion. Specific judge and jurisdiction. Sentencing can vary between judges and jurisdictions. Potential jail time breakdown. Estimates. It's impossible to give a precise estimate without knowing the specifics of the case, but here are some potential ranges based on the charges. Perjury. Federal perjury, 18 U.S.C. Section 1621, can carry a penalty of up to 5 years in federal prison, along with fines of up to $250,000. State perjury. Penalties vary by state, but felony perjury can also result in 1 to several years of imprisonment and significant fines. For example, in Florida, perjury in an official proceeding can be a third-degree felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
Damn.
Fraud. Mail fraud, wire fraud, federal. These charges, 18 U.S.C. Section 1341 and Section 1343, can carry penalties of up to 20 years in federal prison and fines of up to $250,000, or more if the scheme caused significant financial loss. If the fraud relates to copyright infringement and involves significant financial gain or loss, the penalties could be substantial. Criminal copyright infringement, 17 U.S.C. Section 506(a) and 18 U.S.C. Section 2319. For a first offense involving the reproduction or distribution of at least 10 copies or one or more copyrighted work retail value really, over $2,500 for commercial advantage or private financial gain, the penalty can be up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000.
That doesn't really apply this section right here, criminal copyright infringement, but we're talking about perjury and fraud. These two items. Perjury itself can carry up to 5 years. Mail fraud, wire fraud can carry up to 20 years. So when you get hit with the feds, they're going to we're charging you with 25 years in jail. You know what I mean? That's what the prosecutor's going to hit you with if you get caught up with some shit like that. And then you work it out to something like that to get you plea out to maybe 3 years in jail, 2 years in jail. But then you're going to have all this stank ass shit all over your record for the rest of your life. But let's go ahead.
Subsequent offenses can carry up to 10 years in prison. Lesser offenses, e.g., retail value between $1,000 and $2,500, can...
Again, this section right here, criminal copyright infringement, that's talking about someone taking albums of an artist and reproducing them. You know what I mean? But that's like someone doing 10 copies and republish. You could do that on YouTube. You reproduce copies of something that you don't own and you're selling it. You could fall under this right here. You can find yourself in there.
Can be misdemeanors with a potential jail sentence of up to 1 year and fines. Aggravating factors. The jail time could be significantly increased if there are aggravating factors, such as organized scheme. If the false claims were part of a larger, organized effort. Significant financial loss to the victims. Use of sophisticated means to commit the fraud. Abuse of a position of trust. Repeated offenses. In conclusion, someone convicted of filing a false copyright claim with malicious intent committing perjury and fraud could realistically face several years in prison, especially if federal charges are involved and the scheme caused significant harm or involved substantial financial gain. The exact length of the sentence would be determined by the court after considering all the specific circumstances of the case and the applicable laws and sentencing guidelines. It is crucial to consult with a criminal defense attorney for advice specific to any situation involving these types of allegations. This information is for general knowledge only and not legal advice.
Right. So I hope y'all was intrigued with what I put out. I'll let y'all know what it is so that y'all can see it for yourselves. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We just hit the 1,000 view mark, so I'm good with that. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that came through. Next time we'll have a better connection and we'll have better. Be more excited. But I did want to give y'all the game and the understanding of what's going on with these copyright claims and the penalties for what could happen to you if you follow JDunn shit. So, 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭, if you care about JDunn, please tell your friend to get us shit together and not do false copyright claims. Oh, let's ask about the porn bombing. Let's get before we get out of here. Hold on. I have another question. What if a person is getting on a platform on YouTube and posting pornography images? On a YouTuber's page without their consent in order to get their page terminated. What kind of laws in the state of Georgia and federal are that person breaking? All right, we're going to get into it. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. Might be here another 5 minutes. And it's a felony offense.
Posting pornographic videos on a YouTuber's page without their consent, with the intention of getting their page terminated, involves several potential violations under both Georgia state law and federal law. Georgia state laws. Prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Georgia Code Section the 16th of November 90. This law specifically addresses the non-consensual posting of images or videos depicting nudity or sexually explicit conduct. Violation. If the videos posted meet the definition of nudity or sexually explicit conduct under this statute and are posted without the consent of the individuals depicted, the person posting them could be in violation. Harassment. The law also covers instances where such posting is done with the intent to harass the depicted person or causes them financial loss. In this scenario, the intent is clearly malicious and aimed at harming the YouTuber's page. Felony offense. If the material is posted to a website, message board, or file-sharing site that promotes itself as an adult site, emotional distress and potentially fear for their online presence and reputation. Misdemeanor, felony. Stalking is generally a misdemeanor, but a second conviction can be a felony with imprisonment for 1 to 10 years. Harassing communications. Georgia Code Section the 16th of November 39.1.
Did you hear that, Ken? Sending unwanted pornographic images of somebody. That's stalking and harassment.
Prohibits repeated electronic communication, including social media posts, for the purpose of harassing, molesting, threatening, or intimidating another person or their family. Posting unwanted pornography with the intent to harm the YouTuber's page could fall under this. This is typically a misdemeanor. Federal laws. Cyberstalking, 18 U.S.C. Section 2261A. Federal law also prohibits cyberstalking, which involves using electronic means to engage in a course of conduct that would cause a reasonable person to fear death or serious bodily injury to themselves or another person, or to suffer substantial emotional distress. While the primary intent here seems to be to get the page terminated, the repeated posting of offensive and harmful content could be argued as causing substantial emotional distress. Penalties can include fines and imprisonment, with increasing severity based on the nature of the conduct and any prior convictions. Copyright infringement, potentially, if the pornographic videos themselves are copyrighted material and the person posting them does not have the right to distribute them, they could also be facing federal copyright infringement charges.
Damn.
17 U.S.C. Section 501 et seq. While the primary goal isn't copyright infringement of the porn, it's a related illegal act being committed. Criminal copyright infringement can occur if the infringement is willful and for commercial advantage or private financial gain, or involves a certain quantity or value of copyrighted works. Penalties can include fines and imprisonment. Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, CFAA, 18 U.S.C. Section 1030, depending on how the person gains access to post on the YouTuber's page, e.g., hacking, unauthorized access, they might also be violating the CFAA, which prohibits unauthorized access to computer systems. Penalties vary based on the nature of the offense and the damage caused. Platform policies, YouTube. It's also crucial to remember that platforms like YouTube have their own strict policies against pornography and malicious behavior. While not criminal laws, violating these policies can lead to the immediate suspension or termination of the poster's account as well. In summary, a person engaging in this behavior in Georgia could face criminal charges at the state level for offenses like violating the prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions, stalking, cyberstalking, and harassing communications. At the federal level, potential charges include cyberstalking and possibly copyright infringement and violations of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, depending on the specifics of how the videos were obtained and posted. The exact charges and penalties would be determined by law enforcement and the courts based on the evidence and the specific circumstances of the case. The intent to harm the YouTuber's page would likely be considered an aggravating factor.
So it's showing that it's premeditated. So you premeditated getting up there. Aggravating factor means that's something that will be pro the prosecution in a court case. Mitigating factor would be something like a person has suffered mental illness, they're a victim of sexual abuse, and they may have like beat somebody up. They may have anger issues, PTSD, things like that. That's a mitigating factor. Aggravating factors go with something like, no, he had the gun yesterday. He told his friend Ralph that he was going to murder JoJo down the street. You know, that's an aggravating factor, right? So it's premeditated. That's why first degree murder is more, you get charged with life or the death penalty for first degree murder. You know what I'm saying? In most states. Second degree murder is like you was out, you got in a fight, you know what I'm saying? You saw somebody you don't like, you got in a fight, and you just blacked out, and you know, you lost control of yourself, you went in animal mode, and you know, you could get 30 years, 25 years to like 48 years, or sometimes even life too. So want y'all to know. So let's ask you how much time in prison. Let's give the scenario where it is a StreamYard open panel on a YouTube page, and the person jumps up, introduce themselves, and start playing pornography. They don't like saying porn. What is the penalties or jail time on average for doing something like that in the state of Georgia and in federal? We're going to find out. Octavius is not the one just coming up here like Truth Enterprise. Yeah, man. They're out doing authorized representative. They commit all kinds of conspiracy theory. conspiracy, the crimes. You know, they commit conspiracy against the JDunn, man. All that goofy shit. The shit clearly said conspiracy and murder, drug reproduction, theft, or something like that. They're not niggas online talking about I'm flag a page. Like, goofy ass niggas. So let's see what they got to say on this. So
this scenario presents a brazen and disruptive act with potentially serious legal consequences in both Georgia and under federal law. Here's a breakdown of the potential penalties and estimated jail time. Georgia state laws. Prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Georgia Code Section the 16th of November 90. Violation. This act clearly involves the knowing and non-consensual transmission and posting of sexually explicit content. The intent to harm the YouTuber's page could be considered as causing financial loss or harassment to the depicted individuals, if visible, and the page owner. Penalties. A first offense can be a misdemeanor of a high and aggravated nature, punishable by up to 12 months in jail and a fine of up to $5,000. If the content is posted to a platform that advertises or promotes its service as showing, previewing, or distributing sexually explicit conduct, which YouTube generally does not, it could be a felony even on the first offense, punishable by 1 to 5 years in prison and a fine up to $100,000. However, this specific clause might be harder to apply to a situation where the porn is unexpectedly inserted into a general content stream. A second or subsequent violation of the general prohibition by 2 to 5 years in prison, a fine up to $100,000, or both. Stalking and cyberstalking, Georgia Code Section the 16th of May 90. Violation. While the act is singular, if it's part of a pattern of behavior to harass or intimidate the YouTuber, it could contribute to a stalking or cyberstalking charge. The intent to get the page terminated suggests a desire to harm and disrupt the YouTuber's online presence. Penalties. Stalking is generally a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 12 months in jail and fines. A second conviction can be a felony with 1 to 10 years in prison. Harassing communications, Georgia Code Section the 16th of November 39.1. Violation. This involves repeated electronic communication for the purpose of harassing or intimidating. While this might be a single instance, the disruptive and offensive nature with a clear malicious intent could potentially be argued as harassment. Penalties. Typically a misdemeanor, carrying potential jail time and fines. Public indecency, Georgia Code Section the 8th of June 16.
Wow.
Violation. If the person performing the act is nude or engages in lewd behavior in a public place, even a virtual public space like a live stream open to others, they could be charged with public indecency. Penalties. A misdemeanor, punishable by up to 12 months in jail and fines. Federal laws. Cyberstalking, 18 U.S.C. Section 2261A. Violation. If the act is intended to cause substantial emotional distress to the YouTuber, it could fall under federal cyberstalking laws, especially if the perpetrator and victim are in different states or the act involves interstate communication, which a YouTube stream does. Penalties. A felony, punishable by up to 5 years in federal prison and a fine of up to $250,000. Penalties can increase if serious bodily injury results. Copyright infringement, 17 U.S.C. Section 501 et seq. Violation. If the pornographic video itself is copyrighted material that the person doesn't have the right to distribute, this act constitutes copyright infringement. Penalties. Criminal copyright infringement for willful infringement done for commercial advantage or private financial gain, or involving a significant number or value of works, can result in up to 5 years in federal prison and fines up to $250,000 for a first offense. Subsequent offenses can carry up to 10 years. Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, CFAA, 18 U.S.C. Section 1030. Violation. If the person gained unauthorized access to the StreamYard panel or the YouTube page to post the content, they could be violating the CFAA. Penalties vary based on the damage caused and the intent, ranging from fines and misdemeanor charges to felony charges with potential years in federal prison. Transmission of obscene matter, 18 U.S.C. Section 1465. Violation. Knowingly transporting or mailing obscene matter in interstate or foreign commerce for sale or distribution is a federal crime. While the primary intent here isn't traditional distribution for profit, the act of injecting it into a public stream across state lines could potentially fall under this, though it might be a less direct application than the other federal laws. Penalties can include fines and imprisonment. Average jail time estimation. It's extremely difficult to give an average jail time due to the numerous factors involved, including the specific charges brought, the prosecutor's strategy, the judge's discretion, and any plea agreements. However, state level, Georgia, if charged with a high and aggravated misdemeanor for the first offense under the electronic transmission law, potential jail time could be up to 12 months. If charged with felony offenses like a subsequent violation of that law or felony stalking, the average sentence could range from 1 to 5 years, but could be higher depending on aggravating factors. Public indecency would likely carry a shorter misdemeanor jail sentence if charged alone. Federal level, if federal charges are pursued, which is plausible given the interstate nature of YouTube, potential jail time could be more significant. A conviction for cyberstalking could lead to up to 5 years. Criminal copyright infringement could also carry up to 5 years for a first felony offense. CFAA violations can also result in multi-year prison sentences depending on the specifics. It's likely that if multiple federal charges are brought and convictions obtained, the sentences could run consecutively. Important considerations. Intent. Proving the intent to harm the YouTuber's page and cause distress will be crucial for many of these charges. Evidence. The prosecution will need to gather strong evidence linking the person to the act. Jurisdiction. Both state and federal authorities could potentially have jurisdiction. In conclusion, a person who intentionally disrupts a YouTube stream by posting pornography could face a range of criminal charges in Georgia, potentially leading to several months to a few years of jail time depending on the specific charges and circumstances. If federal authorities get involved, the potential penalties, including jail time, could be significantly higher, potentially ranging from a few years to up to 5 years or more, especially if multiple federal laws are violated. This is a serious act with potentially severe legal ramifications.
And the doofus nigga is doing it all for a ghost, 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭. And she told me how smart she was over there on Tracy's channel. Nigga, you are dumb. I mean, like how many people here? I could just see the views right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we at 1,200 for the views, so that's good. But let me just tell y'all, y'all seen it. Oh, let me see. Some of the lemon is losing money, and we all need money to take care of ourselves. For that reason alone, he should file criminal charges of some sort, maybe even sue her for lost revenue. I mean, he has every right to do so. And Octavius just telling y'all the truth and giving y'all the information, but I'll be blamed and I'm wrong, and I'm gassing people up to lock a black woman up at the end of the day. But there's a reason why I don't do the goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't like a nigga, I don't take chances like that. What we do know, people like Ken Nola has done that. You know, Ken Nola has sent pictures to my relatives through federal communications, like the phone and shit, that people didn't want to see. And I told that stupid boy, like, nigga, I'm sleep on you. Straight up. I'm sleeping on you. You don't matter. You know what I mean? It's just like, I asked you to go away. You don't want to go away. You know what I mean? And it's just going to be like, it's going to be like that. Ken has met every criteria for the same charge. For what he's been doing. And so, like, in conclusion, that's all, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I know it was like, we talked about a few things. I got a few things straight because I've been doing live streaming all day. So I gave a lot of my energy on other platforms. I wasn't as beefed up as I usually am. But we came and did an educational live stream. Only Octavius can do an educational live stream in the beef set and get over 1,000 views. So shout out to all my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So we did an educational, we had a little bullshit, but then we got into the education part. And I hope that everybody's informed. You know, when you take these type of chances and shit, you know, you got your Wi-Fi, you got your, even your VPNs and all that shit that can't protect you. You know what I mean? When they do research on who did what on what page and stuff like that. So I suggest that everybody go back to their corner and don't worry about false copyright claims. I've been live. Why they ain't strike me? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't it strike me? I've been live. I'm not inviting people to do that. But as y'all see, there's years in jail for filing false copyright claims. And the thing is about the beef sector, these motherfuckers expose everything about themselves. They're just used to it. Especially motherfuckers that have been here a long time. They're just used to just telling everything. All they mess, they want to put it all out here for everybody to consume. And JDunn did that. You know what I'm saying? She came out here, admitted that she did the porn bomb on the man channel. We saw it with our own eyes. And the lady could be facing multiple years in jail if 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭 decides to put that video out of her admitting it. And check this, right? See, my brain just clicked some shit. JDunn is running a con on 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭 because she wants to get the editorship in the studio to have access to the spaceship. Why? Because that bitch wanted to leak that fucking video. If it was me, I would. I'd be trying to run a con game just like JDunn. I'm like, yeah, man, I help your channel, man. I help your channel. I strike these hoes. I get Ness out the way for you, baby. All that shit. You know what I mean? Come on, 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭. Let me in. Get maybe the editor, maybe the manager. No, I need the managership. And as a manager, you can delete videos. If that why she over there berating her, trying to get access to those videos so she can do all this striking against people around the internet, if that like one video public and she don't have access to the links and shit, she didn't give a fuck about no 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭. That bitch is worried about if somebody got a recording of that shit, or if there's a recording, 𝓢𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓭 want to flip and post that video for everybody to consume. JDunn will be going to jail. Will. Because she did it on a public platform and everybody that saw it could claim victimhood. These niggas don't be thinking. So we'll see how that play out. And I'm going to get up out through. I appreciate the participation. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. And we'll do lives like this from time to time. And then we'll get into the exciting shit. What I did for y'all, I laid it out. I showed y'all, you know what I mean, what's what. Octavius didn't make up nothing on his own. I let the articles read itself. Y'all saw the laws. Y'all saw the penalties. Y'all saw why is it a bad idea to do false copyright claims. You can get years in jail behind it, perjury, fraud, and other type of penalties. Why is it a bad idea to do porn bombing? Because you can also get hit with copyright infringement for the republication of adult video that you don't own. That's one. And the feds want to charge at the fool on your ass for doing so. And two, it's cyber harassment. JDunn already got a harassment charge. Why are you putting yourself in that situation? Why are you letting goofy hoes hype you up to be out here to be your whole goddamn mark at the end of the day? Ask yourself that, JDunn. Don't find yourself in jail. I suggest you back away from them hoes and go back to doing your singing on BET. I will leave the beef sector, JDunn, if I was you. Because everybody got access to fuck your life up right now. And them hoes ain't gonna be doing shit for you when the shit go down. I might be the only one to give a fuck and have a heart and say let's send JDunn some snack cakes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But ain't nobody showing you real love on this app but Octavius.